Well, hello everyone. It says we're live. I'm not quite certain we are. I've been playing around with getting different starters and stuff like that, so. I'm pretty certain we're live. It makes me curious. I wonder if I was muted the entire time. That's okay. Anyways, hello. It shows we're live. We're good to go. Hi everyone. My name is Skye. If you're new here, whoa, I forgot my own intro. Dang. Okay. Anyways, hello there. My name is Skye, and I typically write paranormal romance under Hegyes. I don't know what I'm doing apparently today. Uh, yeah, we're just gonna go with it. So, alrighty. For those who are new here, we're going to do some productivity sprints. I know what's throwing me off. It's the fact that I did gaming the other day and I didn't want to do my typical intro and it threw me off. That's what it is. Okay. Anyways, we're going to be doing some productivity sprints tonight. I have got to work on editing because there's a project I wanted to be done editing by today because I wanted to take tomorrow off. But I'm on chapter 4 of 10, so I don't think I'm going to be taking tomorrow off like I want to. So it's going to be a very long night for me. I've got a lot of editing to do. We're going to get as much done as we can. Did I completely avoid it today by watching TV with the kids? Yes, absolutely, I did. Oh, well. It's not a big deal. We're going to do this. We're going to do 4 30-minute sprints with some chit-chat in between. During those sprints, I will put up writing prompts on the screen for anyone who wants to use them. You do not have to if you don't want to. But let's say hi to everyone in the chat first before we continue on. Let's see. JC is here. Hello, JC. I have arrived to the party. Yes, you have. Hello. Saying I'm live and nope, I can hear you. Okay. I'm assuming that means you can hear me. But what is everyone working on tonight? If you are working or if you're doing something else, let me know that too. If you're just relaxing and watching TV like I was doing until 15 minutes ago, that's perfectly fine as well. The kids and I watched Swapped on Netflix first. That's a new Netflix movie that came out. And then when the youngest disappeared, the oldest and I watched a few episodes of Apothecary Diaries. We're on episode 13 now of 24. We've been watching it the past few days here and there sporadically. So really enjoying it, really liking it. Really liked Swap too. It was a good movie. However, Swap we were already spoiled for. Like we already knew the twists because people have been posting it nonstop. It came out 13 days ago and already the ending is showing on all of YouTube. It's great. But so all of us had already seen that and we're expecting it. But it was still a good movie and it was still fun to watch. But yeah. All right. I think I said this already, but I'll be editing the third Sultry Solstices story. Yeah, I'm on the third one still. Yeah, I'm on the third one. Chapter 4 of the third one. So that's what I'm going to be working on. And everyone else is welcome to let me know what they're working on. That is a scary thing to open on my computer too. Editing is going to be on my laptop, so I've got to pull that up. Do I have anything open? Absolutely not. I do not. Sunset has joined us. Hello. How are you? Give me a second. I'm trying to find what I'm doing. Downloads. That's not what I want. That's not what I want either. I'm not editing the videos anymore. I had 2 download folders open. Good for me. Excuse me. I am trying to get Svendy. There we go. We're working on story 3. I recently reorganized all the files on my computer. So now I can find everything a little easier. It's great. I love it. All right, there we go. Got this open. Let's see. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Okay. All right. I guess I'll get us set up on our first sprint. That is the wrong thing. Scrolling at the bottom, I just realized that. Hold on. Let me switch that. Oop. There we go. All right, here is our first prompt. Again, you do not have to write it if you don't want to. It's just for those who want to write but don't know what they want to write about. And this one says, why is it always got to be poison? Why can't it be stabbing or a good old beheading? It's always poison with you. We're back to doing dialogue prompts. I actually prefer the dialogue prompts over the scenario prompts, but that's just me. Mostly because you can have a lot of fun with a dialogue prompt. And yeah, 30 minutes, we're going to do this. Nixie is blinking at us already, saying, why aren't you working? So we're going to go ahead and get to work. And we're going to do 30 minutes of productivity, and I'll be back to chat with you guys afterwards. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, that is time, everyone. Let us know how you did, what you did in the comments. I wrote words and I got scared by Nixie. Let's see if I actually use my mouse. That doesn't seem right. Hold on. I gotta do math. I finished chapter 4. Where did I leave off? That doesn't seem right either. Okay, I wrote around 740 words. It's not quite accurate, but it's close enough. I'm already about halfway through the story, so there's a very good possibility I'll finish it between today and tomorrow. We'll see. All right, let's see how you guys did. I'm going to come check out the chat and see who all popped in during that sprint and how you guys have been doing. Let's see, Eva came in the way I opened YouTube, so sure no one would be live, and here you are, a beacon of hope, of joy. Aw, thank you, Eva, for joining us. Lainey has also come in. Hi, all, making cuts to my book before it goes to proofers tomorrow night. Awesome. And I believe you pronounce this Fob? F-A-U-B. I'm going to pronounce it Fob. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, I've got 2 dogs behind me. I've got Jester here on the floor and Ogre on the bed, and they are both asleep. Because don't worry, they'd be up my ass otherwise. Sunset got 780 words. JC says, nice job. Thank you. JC made a thumbnail for a video and is uploading it to all the places. I have a video going live tomorrow that I was editing earlier today. And it's like 3 months late. It's the craft symposium from February. And then next weekend, I will have the craft symposium for March. And hopefully I get April's done on time. But the truth is, I have not finished April's book. I was reading Refused to be Done by Matt Bell, and I have not finished it yet. And then I've got to turn around and read, what was May's book? Romance Handbook, the Handbook of Romance. I don't remember the exact title. It's by Hope Ford. I do remember that. So I'm behind on all of the reading, but that's fine. I'm behind on a lot of things, but we're going to get caught up slowly but surely. As long as I can get this edit done by the end of tomorrow, I am happy. That's what I would like the most, because that will keep me on track. I had written out what all I was supposed to accomplish when, and that's how this is going to work. I will not be able to accomplish everything I want to get done this month if I do not finish this edit by the end of tomorrow. I will be behind. And I would like to actually stay caught up. JC says, also, YouTube let me know that I have now been on YouTube for 6 years. Time for a Q&A post. Absolutely. Congratulations. In June, I will have been on YouTube for, I don't know how long. Because I always go by when I first post a video, not when I create my account. And it likes to go by when you create your account. Oh, goodness gracious. Now I want to know. Sweet. 2015, so this year will be 11 years. I had to think about that and look it up, because apparently I did not know. So yeah, I have been on YouTube for 11 years now. Woo! But yeah. All right, Nixie's counting down the time before we start another sprint. I'm so used to having co-hosts. It's a little awkward not to have one, because then I'm like, what do we talk about? I do want to, for anyone out there who's like watched any of like the nature documentaries and may not know, David Attenborough turned 100 years old today. And I thought that was really cool. I've seen lots of like YouTube videos and posts celebrating him for his 100 years, as well as like not memorials. That's not the right word. Memorandums, videos celebrating him and his career. Like growing up, he was the voice of nature documentaries. I didn't so much see him, not in the ones I watched, though it turns out he was like filmed in some of them as well. But I remember his voice. He has a distinct kind of voice, and so like it's very weird to hear a nature documentary now without his voice. And I'm like, I always associate not nature documentaries with his voice now. It's weird and it's so cool. So I thought that was fun. Right, JC? That is awesome. Like he's 100 years old. And because of him, there's been this running joke about the fact that Dick Van Dyke can't play with Legos because he's over the age, and Legos were like from 1 to 99. Lego has officially changed as of like today or yesterday, sometime in the past couple of days, and it's due to David Attenborough. They have changed the age on their Legos, so now it says 1 to 100 plus. And I thought that I don't know if it was a joke or if it's for real, but either way, I don't care. It just sounds like that's so funny, and I love it. Eva says, "Oh shoot, didn't play until now. I am so sorry, Eva. Hopefully, you are still able to join us. We're here, I promise." Do-do-do. All right, Nixie is blinking at us. I have made it to the bottom of the chat that I can see currently. Right? It is funny, JC. I love it so much. Okay, we're going to do another sprint. Here is our second prompt for anyone who wants to use it. You do not have to. And it says, we can't all get what we want, but this is ridiculous. And you know it. So that is our prompt for anyone who wants to use it. You do not have to. Yes, we do need a bubble wrap Dick Van Dyke. I am not ready for that either. I am scared and sad at all the same time. All right, let's do this sprint. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that's time, everyone. Let us know how you did, what you did in the comments. I wrote words. I'm editing, rewriting. I actually just posted a video, I think it went live already, about my writing process. So if anyone's curious about what I do, I'm editing with the first draft on the left and the new draft on the right. And I got 734 words this time. So I'm very pleased with that. All right, let's see how you guys did. Lainey says, gotta have a shower to wake up a bit, but I'm getting loads done, just missing the breaks. That's okay. I am here for whatever you need, and if you need to skip breaks in order to get work done, I'm here for it. Sunset got 585 words. It's awesome. JC said made a couple of graphics, and yeah, that's it. That is a lot. Just so you know, you're doing fantastic. Everyone's doing fantastic. I'm loving that everyone's getting some stuff done. Ugh. I had to let Jester out too. So if you hear barking in the background, it's totally her. Ogre has taken her place on the floor. Excuse me. Ugh, and my foot keeps itching for some reason. I'm with you, JC. I'm glad that Lane's getting some stuff done too. Sometimes what you need is to use the streams as like a jumping off point to know that other people are doing work at the same time you are, but you don't actually need the streams to be productive, if that makes sense. Like every once in a while I'll find myself jumping into a stream with the intention of like saying hi and stuff, and then I just like ignore the stream and be productive, and I basically just leave the stream up for watch time because I don't pay attention to it anymore. I do that mostly in the mornings. I don't do that so much in the evenings. When I've joined a stream in the evening, I'm usually an active participant in the conversation that's going on, which is really funny because I'm actually more productive in the evening than the morning. At least these days, where writing is concerned. In the morning, so if I were to follow a perfect schedule, in the morning would be like when I get all the YouTube stuff done, which is why my video that is coming out tomorrow is already edited and uploaded because I did that earlier today. It was a pain in my ass because I had some corrupted files that I had to like cut down to pieces a little bit. I don't know what was going on with them. All I know is that at the end when I was trying to export the video, it kept giving me errors, which I've actually never had happen on iMovie since I switched to iMovie until today. So that was weird. And after the third time I tried exporting it, I went back and rewatched some of the clips, and there was two segments where just like a blip of the screen, you could still hear the audio, but the image itself went black. And the next time I tried to export the video, I was watching it and it said it failed, and I clicked on the details and it was right at one of those black spots. So I trimmed those black spots down, and all of a sudden it worked just fine. So I finally got it to export correctly. And the only thing I can think of is that they were corrupted files from when I was downloading them. I'm not positive, but I'm assuming that's what it was. But it's uploaded. It's good to go. I do not care if it's perfect. There's probably going to be some places where it's like really clipped where the audio sounds like it's missing a couple words, and that's literally why, and I do not care. Sometimes done is better than perfect. So, but going back to what I was trying to say is that I tend to be more productive with YouTube related things, answering comments, editing videos, filming videos in the morning. And then the evenings, I'm more productive on the writing side. I do my editing, my writing, and all that stuff in the evening. Arm is itchy. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting how that happens. JC says makes perfect sense. Yes, you are. No, not corrupted files. Yes, corrupted files. I am good at having corrupted files. Unfortunately. So, but it's okay. Let's see. Amen to that. The done being better than perfect. Yes, absolutely. Sometimes done is better than perfect. That's one of the things I'm trying to keep in mind as I'm editing these too. because I know I'm going to get one more pass through on these short stories that I'm just like, I'm wanting to get them done. Am I making sure that they're good to go? Yes. But at the same time, I'm trying to be less nitpicky about every little thing and making sure that the story is what I want it to be more than like the grammar. Though there's been a couple places I'm like, what was I doing? Because the sentence makes absolutely no sense whatsoever because there's like words missing entirely. I'm like, this must be one of those days where I was like, getting tired as I was writing. So, but I'm getting work done. And that being said, I have made it to the end of the comments. Nixie is blinking at us. I think we're ready to do another sprint. We're going to do another sprint and then we'll come back and some chit chats more. So here we go. Here is our third prompt for the night, and it says, what have I ever done to deserve this? I don't know what this is. It's up to you to decide. You can write using this prompt or not. It's completely up to you. And we're going to do 30 minutes on the clock starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, everyone, that is time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments. I managed to get more words. I wrote 661 this time. Let's see. I am now currently on chapter 6, so I have finished 2 chapters during this stream so far. We got 1 sprint left. I will be wrapping up after this next sprint though, because hubby needs to go to bed because he's got work in the morning. So, yay! I made a mistake by setting up shop in here instead of in the kitchen, like I have been doing that. So, and because of that, I gotta quit so he can get some sleepers. Otherwise, I might do an extra one, but that's okay. Anyways, how'd you guys do? Let's see. That's a loaded question, meaning the prompt. Yes, it is. Lainey is back from taking a shower and to continue writing or proofing, because you're proofing. Nixie's scared JC. I'm sorry. Lainey got a chapter shorn down by 10%. Nice. Everyone's doing fantastic, and JC thinks so too. Yay! I can hear your stuff, by the way. It's loud. Let's see. Sunset got 670 words. Awesome. I have 2 alternating songs stuck in my head, and I don't think the one is out yet. And then the other one has been on repeat in my head for the past 4 or 5 days, basically. Oh, which is great, because I just keep alternating between the 2 songs stuck in my head. Everyone is saying thank you and yay. Yes, exactly. It's been a very productive stream so far. We like that. We like that a lot. Oh, goodness gracious. What to do? JC is lost in Canva land with graphics. Nice. Oh. I was playing around in Canva earlier making thumbnails. I was creating new thumbnails for the craft symposium stuff because I've been doing live streams, but now that I'm changing them from live streams, I wanted to change up the graphics I do for them a little bit. So that's what I was working on earlier today too. All things considered, even though I spent like a few hours watching TV with the girls, I actually have had a pretty productive day. It's just I took a longer break than I meant to. But that's okay. I'll get all this done tomorrow because I have 6, 7, 8, 9 epilogue. I have 5 more chapters to finish. I think I can get chapter 6 finished on this next sprint. Maybe. Maybe I can get 6 finished, and if then I can only have 4 chapters left. So got this. But I have no idea what it's watching. Foot is itchy. Sorry. I'm not very talkative tonight, guys. I'm sorry because I'm just out of it. But that's okay because we're about to end this break. I'm going to go ahead and put our next writing prompt up so that we can be ready when Nixie goes off and we can start our 4th and final sprint of the night. Oh, if I can click on the right tab. There we go. And our 4th and final sprint says, could you at least try and pretend you know what you're doing just for a moment, please? So that is our prompt that we're going to work on. If you want to, you don't have to. It's just there if you want to write but don't know what you want to write about. And we are going to start this sprint in 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, that's time, everyone. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments. I think she stubbed her toe behind me. She did. It's the squeaking that does it for me. Here's the smallest toe, too. I'm sorry. Good night. I'm sorry about that, everyone. Let me know how you guys did in the comments. I wrote 565 words. Oh, shoot, I didn't finish the sentence. Hold on. Oh, that is not what happened. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. 560 words. Not quite as much as I would have liked, but I kept getting distracted and doing other things, so it's not a huge deal. Let's see how you guys did in the comments. Oh, goodness gracious. And JC says, oh no, poor baby. And Lainey says, oh. I laughed, but at the same time, she'll be okay. Like, she would have let me know. If I would have heard her much louder if she had actually heard herself for real, for real. Sunset got 435 words. Awesome. Lainey also got another chapter pruned down. Nice. It's kind of what I'm working on now, except for I seem to keep adding words instead of taking away words, so that's fun considering the fact that the original draft was already 13,000 words, and that's about where I want each of these drafts. So I might have to prune it down some myself. But yeah. All right, everyone. I think that is all the comments that I see, and I really need to be hopping off here because, again, I made a mistake by setting up sprints in here instead of going to the other room. I've been doing sprints in the kitchen on Saturday nights so that he can go to bed because he's got to be up in 6 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. JC says I did a little reading, and then remember to do my Duolingo, do your language learning. Everyone did great tonight. I am so happy. But I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. Happy Mother's Day to everyone who celebrates that or needs to celebrate that, since tomorrow is Mother's Day. In fact, actually, in 2 more minutes, it's Mother's Day. But yeah, I will see everyone next Saturday for more sprints. I have videos and vlogs going up all throughout the week. I've just added a gaming stream. If you want to hop in and chit chat while I game, we can do that on Thursday nights. But yeah, that is all for tonight. Thank you all for joining me. You guys have been lovely, and you guys got great work done. And I'm gonna get out of here. Bye.